Hi everyone! Today I'll be showing you how to create this super cool bubble chain bracelet. My sister showed me this bracelet. She asked me to make a tutorial for it, so here it is. Now today I'll be showing you how to do it on 4 pins, but you can extend this design to more and more pins to get bigger bubbles. Now I know that there is the Justin's Toys gumdrop bracelet that is similar to this. However, he uses a different kind of hooking technique, and also my sister does not keep up on YouTube tutorials at all, so she was not aware of his design when she came up with this. So just putting it out there. So anyways, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and now without further ado, let's get started. So today you will need any type of loom. Today I'll be using a rainbow loom. You'll also need a hook. I'll be using a rainbow loom metal tipped hook today, and you will need as many colored bands as you'd like. Right now I'm kind of on a time crunch filming this because I've been so busy over the weekend, and I am just now filming this today, the day before I'm supposed to have it up to the public, so I have not had time to count how many bands they are. So if any of you are interested in helping me out and counting the bands for me as you make it, the bracelet or anything, let me know down in the comments how much you've used. I'll definitely put that in the description box after I see someone tell me, and I will also give credits to their username as well. I know a lot of you are very helpful, which is awesome, so thanks for that. And I think I already said you'll need a C-clip, but I'm not very sure. So now without further ado, let's get started. So first off, we are going to take one single white band, or whatever color you want to use for your first dot or bubble, and you're going to double loop it onto these 2 pins here. And if you have a rainbow loom, definitely work in a space that has like the space here, but if not, you can always pull it through the side. And then now you're going to take a single white band and you are going to double loop it across these 2 pins here, and then push those down, and then take another band and double loop it across these 2 here. There we go, double looped there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your hook. Whoa, I have 2 different hooks with me here today. You're going to take your hook and you're going to grab this band that we capped on the side here, and you're going to pull it over this pin and then over this pin, so that way you've got a cap band there in the center of those 2 bands right there, just like that. And now we are going to add on our next bands. Oops, I got a little loop right here, sorry about that, ignore that. By the way, if you see my hands might be a little bit stained, I've been tie-dyeing t-shirts lately, so that is the explanation for that. But you're going to go ahead, take a single band, go across. We're going to outline the entire perimeter vertically, horizontally, and my nails are especially stained like on the underneaths, just like that. So let me zoom in a little bit here so you can see a little bit better, but as you can see, all I did was outline the perimeter. See if I can get my camera to focus. Okay, so now you're going to take your hook and you're going to grab the bottom 2 layers on each pin and pull over. So bottom 2, pull over, bottom 2, pull over on all the pins. Bottom 2, over, and then bottom 2 here and over. Just like that. So you should have something like this now. And now we are going to go ahead and you're going to take your bands again. This time we're going to do the same thing, outlining the perimeter, except we are going to double loop each band. So that means you're going to pull it out, twist it, and lay it back on top of itself. And do that for all of these bands that we put around the perimeter. Just like that. So you should have double looped all the perimeter bands, and now we're going to do the hooking process. Again, you're going to grab the bottom 2 layers and pull over. Make sure you're not going inside the pin, you're staying on the outside. Bottom 2, pull over, bottom 2, pull over, bottom 2, pull over. So you should have something like this now. Now we have to stuff the little bubble here. So what I do is I take 2 bands here. I'm going to stretch it out. See if I can move this, the camera will stay focused. Stretch it out, twist it, and then stick your fingers through this loop here. These fingers here. And you're going to grab this band right here. Pull it through so you have a knot tied there. Just like that. You just want to have a little knot tied in the center. Then after that, you can go ahead and grab this little ball and just stick it inside the little pocket we've formed here. It's okay if it doesn't get stuffed in all the way, but try your best to get it inside of the pocket. The first one's always the hardest to stuff. Just like that. And you can use a pencil, the back of a pencil, to kind of help you stuff that in. And now we are going to do one last step for this bubble. You're going to take a single band and wrap it around all 4 pins. Like that. And then you're going to take your hook and you're going to grab the bottom 4 layers and pull over, which is basically all the layers except for this one are the ones you're going to grab. So all of these bottom layers here, and pull over and release. If you do not have a metal hook, definitely grab like a couple at a time and pull over, and then pull the next couple and go over, just because plastic hooks aren't as strong. So then keep going with all the bottom layers except for the one that we just put on. And then all the bottom layers here. Just like that. So now we've finished our first little bubble here. We're gonna go ahead and do our next one. So for me, this is going to be my pink. So for this, again, you're gonna start by putting one that goes all around the entire perimeter. Then you're gonna grab the very bottom layer on each pin and pull over, which should be just the previous color that you used. Like that. So first, remember, the first thing we do is we add a band that goes all the way around. Like that. Then you grab your hook and grab the bottom layer and pull over. Basically, every time you're doing the hooking process, you're hooking over all the bottom bands except for any of the ones that you just put on. Like that. After we add one band that goes around the whole entire thing, then we do regular bands. Like that. And then we're gonna hook over all the bands on the bottom except for the ones that we just put on. So the top 2 layers of bands are the ones that we just put on. So you grab only the bottom layer. Just like that. So now what we're going to do is, after we add just the regular bands around, we double loop them. So double loop that. Just like that. And now we're gonna grab the bottom 2 layers and hook over. Sorry if you hear my chair squeaking. Just like that. So now what we're gonna do is we gotta make the little knot. So 2 bands of that same color, twist it, and then grab this loop here. Tie a knot. Again, if you are unable to do this, you can just do whatever you want to do to make a knot, but this seems to be the easiest or best way. So now you're going to take this and stick this inside the pocket you formed here. And then lastly, you take a single band and go around everything. And then you take your hook and hook over all the bottom bands except for like all 4 bottom bands. just like that. So you should have something like this now. This is what my bubble chain looks like so far. Again, it's okay if you got little bands sticking out, we can tuck those in when we're finished. But here's what it looks like so far. So now what we're going to do is we're gonna do one last bubble and then I'll be going off camera. So you're gonna take a single band, go around all 4 pins, and then hook the bottom layer over on the bottom. Like that. And remember, after we add the one that goes around everything, then we do normal bands without any special double looping or anything. Like that. Once you're finished with that, you take your hook and we're going to hook over all the bottom layers. Just like that. And then after that, we're going to start the double looping. Goodness, can't seem to get my band on there. Okay, now we're gonna do this one right here. Okay, and for the hooking process, you just grab the bottom 2 bands and pull over. Like that. So now we need to make our little knot to stuff inside, so take 2 bands, stretch those out, and then twist it, and using these 2 fingers here, you're going to pinch this top band right here. So this top band. Like that. And then you're going to stuff this inside what you have right here. Like that. Now we're going to take a single band of the same color and go around all 4 pins. Then you're going to grab the bottom layers and pull over. Just like that. So now your bubble chain should look like this or something like this, and you can always shape them a little bit later on, but when we're finished. But now go ahead and continue doing this until you have a full length of a bracelet that goes around your entire wrist, just like this one. And if you're still having trouble, please don't hesitate to go ahead and rewind and watch the previous instructions. And if you're doing good, then go ahead, continue on, and I will be right back to show you how to take this off of your loom. Okay, so I've now finished the entire length of my bracelet, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to take it off of your loom. So first off, you're going to move this stitch here over to the very top pin, like that. Then you're going to move this stitch right here on the right up there, and then lastly move this stitch here right there. So you should have something like this now. Then I'm just going to take a single link color, it doesn't matter what color you choose, but I'm just going to place it on this pin right here. Stick my hook inside all these bands that are on this pin. Then I'm going to grab this band that I'm holding on to with my fingers. Pull this up and then place it on that pin right there. Now I'm just going to take my C-clip and I'm going to place it on all these bands that are here on this pin. And then now I can remove that once I've made sure that the C-clip is holding on to all those bands there. And then remove all these bands that are on this pin right here as well. Like that. Tuck that out. Then all you do now is we should have a cap band right here that we put on at the very beginning. So you just take your C-clip and attach that to the cap band that's right here. just like that, and we are now finished. And that is pretty much it. So thank you all so much for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if it helped you out, and also hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And find me on all my social media sites linked down in the description box below. Thanks to my sister for showing me this design. I hope you like it, and so does she, and we will see you in my next tutorial. Bye!